Next up, at UFC Vegas 90, we have Ignacio Bahamondes taking on Christos Giagos. Ignacio Bahamondes. I cannot say his last name normal. I just can't do it.
It's Bahama Mama.
14
You got
and
this
5.
all sorts of. You got all this out of. Unfortunately, this is like the featured fight of the main card.
Well, when I did this literally an hour ago, they didn't have the fight order set yet. So they must have
the same
set
one
it.
that I had on my quick pick on Monday. So
I go off the Tapology fight order.
that's what I'm looking at right now. It's the same order that I have.
So what is out of order? This is exactly what it is.
No, this is on the main card. This is the fourth to last fight.
Either way, we have Ignacio Bahamondes taking on Christos Giagos.
Sorry doesn't give a fucking shit about you guys.
Ignacio Bahamondes is 14 and 5 overall, 3 and 2 in his last 5. He is coming off that decision loss to Ludovic Klein. He's taking on Christos Giagos, 20 and 11 overall, 2 and 3 in his last 5, coming off that submission loss to Daniel Zellhuber. And Ignacio in his last fight, bit surprising. Because overall, he's obviously, we know, insanely tall, very long for this division. He typically uses that really well. Good striker, incredible volume, good power. He's got a lot of solid footwork, a lot of good head movement, and that protects him from other people's power shots. He's got solid takedown defense at 85%. But why I said his last fight was a little surprising, that takedown defense didn't really hold up. He was taken down by Ludovic. He felt like he was a step behind. He seemed a little slow. And I don't know what it was, but Ignacio didn't seem like Ignacio in that last fight. He is also notably 0 for 5 in takedown attempts in his UFC tenure. He's never taken anybody down. He's taking on Christos Giagos. This guy is a grappler. He's proven that he's never out of a fight. His grappling is solid. He does have some tricks up his sleeves. Striking can definitely use some work on the technical side of things, but he has insane power. He's fast, but he's unorthodox. He will wing punches, try to make something happen. He is coming off that second round submission loss to Daniel Zellhuber. And this should be an automatic Bahamondes pick. You should just instantly this guy is super tall, super long, super dangerous. He can submit people. He can knock people out. He's the pick. But the reality is his takedown defense failed us in his last fight. That's how he lost. 3 takedowns. He got taken down 3 times in that fight against somebody he was supposed to be striking with. So if you think Christos can come forward and get those takedowns, then he has to be your pick. But if you think Ignacio's last fight was an anomaly, and that's not who he is as a fighter, then you have to go Ignacio here. I think Ignacio is the better overall fighter. I think his last fight was more about how good Ludovic Klein is than it was about Ignacio's poor takedown defense. So I am going to go Ignacio Bahamondes here. He is going to be the pick. I'll be biting my nails that entire fight. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to bet on him, but I do think he's going to get it done. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, Ignacio is probably a little bit overhyped, but these odds make sense to me because this should be, in theory, a step down from Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein's a very fucking good fighter. Really good fighter. Really good striker, defensively sound, can mix in a takedown. So that really was a puzzle for Ignacio to try to solve. He showed great toughness. Right, there's no doubt that this dude Ignacio is tough. Ate a big shot early, weathered the storm, was able to go tit for tat for Ludovic, who was kind of beating him up, but he never gave up on himself. So I like the toughness of Ignacio, and I pray to God, honestly, that he doesn't have to use it. Because if you have to use your toughness against Giagos, you could be in big trouble. Zellhuber had to use his toughness, and he had to use all of his toughness when he got cracked to stay in that fight, was able to end up winning that fight, and that's what I want to see here for Ignacio. This guy is hittable. Giagos is hittable. He is a wrestler that throws a big overhand right to try to get the takedowns, or he'll just throw to try and put you out. He's going to make mistakes. But if you try to knock this dude Giagos out, like Zellhuber tried to do early, and you stay in the pocket and you get hit, you are going to probably get fucking hurt bad or your lights put out. It's not worth it, dude. Stay at fucking distance. Eventually, Giagos is going to make a mistake. I promise you. Don't go KO hunting. The KO is going to find itself. Stay within yourself. Use your length. Use your striking. You're a very, very good fucking striker. He's going to make a mistake. He's going to start getting frustrated. He's going to start getting sloppy. The shots are going to come wide. You're going to see him. You can time him. Get your timing. And then the KO shot will be there. Maybe a KO shot to hurt him. And then it's a club and sub situation. Because Giagos will get hurt. smart. He will shoot off instinct. Front choke could be there. We could get to see an Ignacio front choke in that regard. Ignacio is the better fighter. He should win this fight. Just stay out of the danger. Stay out of those phone booth situations. Don't try to throw that extended combination because you think you would sneak this shot in. Stay at range. Wait for him to make a mistake. Win the fight. Move on. He should win this. I'm on Ignacio.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the same page here. I completely agree. I think the takedown defense will be fine, even though Ludovic took him down 3 times. The difference was Ludovic is so dangerous on his feet. Ignacio's worrying about everything. And Christos is dangerous on his feet, but he just
in and out. Yeah, he's in and out. Giagos is a little bit more programmed.
No, Ignacio should win. We're all squarely on that side. $9,100 in DraftKings may end up being worth it. Christos is insanely tough. He does have some comebacks, but he can be finished. Ignacio's probably worth that money in your DraftKings lineup. If you do want to check out everything else that we do, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month. That's going to give you UFC Vegas 90, UFC 300, UFC Vegas 91, 30 days of access. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. And before we move on to the main card, let me tell you about the $50 we will give you or anybody else, whether you're a premium member or not, $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. It's affiliate marketing. They're going to pay me. I'm going to slice off some of that money and give it right back to you. And here is the address. If you are a small business, you want to be featured on a Fight Foods vlog, send us something. We'll open it. We'll talk about it. We'll do all the things. Here's the address. Every single vlog for every single pay-per-view, we will have a mail day.